let's cut the act now. Where's my wife?
Okay, so how can you say that the manuscript pages aren't a spoiler? We now know it's a kidnapper.
Alice's driver's license had been placed on the front seat. The caller meant business.
This is the kidnapper speaking. Oh.
Thank God! Where the hell have you been? I've been trying to reach you for a week, you and Alice. I've been worried sick. I flew out yesterday. I'm here in Bright Falls.
Barry, listen to me. I'm at the sheriff's station. Come and get me. I can't talk now.
Al, what the hell is going on?
I had to get the sheriff to let me go. I needed to get to Elderwood National Park to meet Alice's kidnappers.
Oh, kidnappers. Not just one. Interesting. Now, the note didn't mention anything about kidnappers. Whoa!
The writer is a light that reveals the world of his story from darkness, shapes it from nothingness. The way a sculptor carves a statue from a block of granite. If I stop, the world I'm making dies. Darkness will reclaim it. It's a long, hard journey into the dark. Alice's life is at stake, but I can't think about that, or I'll lose it. The dread lingers at the edge of perception. I'll push on. Anything is possible here. I'll write the story. I'll save her.
So we're playing that story from the looks of things.
I just wanted to settle all the damage the Anderson brothers might have inadvertently caused on their recent and regrettable little outing. They are not accountable for their actions, of course. I can assure you that my staff has been reprimanded.
Tor and Odin never caused any trouble to anyone when they were still living at their farm.
Really?
Indeed. All we can do is to slow down the progress of their dementia.
What names? Tor and Odin. Brilliant.
Are you feeling any better, Mr. Wake?
I'd like to leave. Am I free to go?
Well, we still need to talk about...
Am I under arrest?
No, of course not. But I need to know where you'll be staying so I can get in touch with you.
I'd avoid the motel. The Majestic is known for its roaches. The cabins at Elderwood are pretty nice, though.
That sounds perfect.
I'm Dr. Emil Hartman. I'd like to invite you to stay at Cauldron Lake Lodge.
Did you talk to my wife?
I had the pleasure of discussing your situation with her on several occasions.
Did you set something up with her?
I invited her here. My clinic is a place where...
Hey,
Oh, my!
take it easy.
What an idiot.
Hey, nobody move! Get your hands off of my client!
Who are you?
I'm Barry Wheeler, his agent. If you have business with Mr. Wake, you talk to me. You yokels won't know what hit you once I sick my lawyers on your asses.
No harm done, Sarah. I'm all right. I don't want to press charges. Mr. Wake, my offer still stands.
Get me out of here.
What the hell was that about, Al? We don't need a replay of that thing with the paparazzi. I thought they were gonna lock you up.
Alright.
I had to talk to someone. I told Barry everything. He thought I was certifiable, but when he heard about the manuscript, I had him. The fact that I'd written something, even if I couldn't remember it, was enough for him. He smelled money. And he believed that Alice had been kidnapped. Anything beyond that was another story. I had a midnight appointment with the kidnapper in a place called Lover's Peak, somewhere in Elderwood National Park. The plan was to rent a cabin.
I don't like it, Al. I don't like any of it. It's not good. In fact, it's the absolute opposite of good.
Oh, look who it is.
Wake! Barry, you found him.
Hi, Rose.
Oh, wow. I was just thinking about you, too.
Great.
I was just bringing Rusty some coffee. He's on the balcony, looking after Max. Poor thing. I really need to go. Great to see you again, Mr. Wake. Later!
Ew.
Who's Max?
Guess we'll find out.
What an airhead.
Jeez, Mr. Takes a swing
I come
at
here to rent a
everybody.
cabin
This
where
is
I can
not her
wait till
fault.
midnight.
She's a very nice girl and, more importantly, a fan. She even has a fan site dedicated to you. And she was very helpful when I was looking for you.
Oh, I can't open this. Can't open this. But manuscript. There'll be one somewhere.
Seriously, Al, what you were saying in the car? Just listen to yourself. What, you shot a guy and his body just disappeared? When was the last time you slept? What, are you high? Have you been drinking?
Oh my god, he's like a
No.
mother.
Look, Barry, I'm missing a week, and someone's got Alice.
Do you
Thomas.
understand what it sounds like when you say stuff like that? Don't get me wrong. It's a good story. Could be a bestseller.
Nice. She's like that nurse from the first Silent Hill. I can't remember what her name is.
Start confusing fiction with
Lisa?
reality, you're buying yourself a ticket to the funny farm.
All right, wait here.
I can't remember what her name is. The only name that's coming to mind is Lisa, but that doesn't sound right.
Easy there, boy. I'm almost done.
Hey, Rusty, right? You rent cabins.
Oh, Mr. Wake. I'd shake your hand, but mine are kind of
Oh,
full
it's this
here.
guy.
Actually, I'm sorry about this. Would you mind grabbing the registration form from the desk? It's just across from Bucktooth Charlie.
Okay, sure.
Alright.
What happened?
Whoop.
Crazy poachers. Max here got his foot caught in a trap. They're illegal to use here. Hell, you're not supposed to hunt within the park at all. But that doesn't stop some lowlifes. Well, at least Max is going to be okay. He got lucky.
Is that everything?
Max is
Nope.
still groggy from the shot I gave him, and I'd rather not leave him alone just yet. The form's on the desk across from the mammoth skeleton.
I think I preferred the name Bucktooth Charlie.
Seriously, Al, you can't just go and meet a kidnapper. Those situations always end up in disaster. You gotta talk to the cops.
She's my wife, and it's my call. Can we talk about this later?
No, this whole thing. Listen, you hit your head. I mean, geez, Al, come on. You gotta understand how crazy all this sounds. If you're trying to pull a joke on me, freak me out, it's working. Ha ha, let's have a laugh on Barry. Well, you had me going there real funny, Al. You can quit it now.
No. I really like how conversations are written. They feel very natural. Oh. Oh, wow. The skeleton of a Columbian mammoth. Mammothus columbi. The specimen, estimated to be 14,000 years old, was recovered from the La Brea tar pits in 1981. It was donated to the Alderwood National Park in 1998, when the Columbian mammoth became Washington's state fossil. Named Bucktooth Charlie, it has since become the park's official mascot. Nice. Alright. Sign the form. That's not the form, but that'll work. Form picked up. There you go, Rusty. Glad to be of service.
I think this is the form you wanted.
And here are the keys. Okay, you're all set, Mr. Wake. Glad to have you staying here.
Thanks. Can you tell me how to get to Lover's Peak?
Oh, sure. It's at the end of the nature trail. Just follow the paths, you'll get to it eventually. It's an easy walk. Nice spot, too.
Alright.
If you have any trouble finding it, just keep your eyes on the radio mast. It's right below that.
Okay.
Oh, and hey, if you take a walk in the woods, watch your steps so you don't end up like Max. I guess I'm a little worried. We got a bunch of campers out there we haven't heard from. It's not like these people are on a schedule, but with the traps, well, you know. I just don't want any trouble.
Right, thanks.
Okay. I can keep focusing, but I don't need to.
You're asking me to believe
God.
that you shot a dude who went poof into thin air, a guy who was bulletproof until you pointed a flashlight at him. You hear that from people who end up spending time in padded rooms,
Foreshadowing,
strapped to their beds,
maybe.
wearing white shirts with too long tangled up sleeves, and eating a healthy diet of pills. Al, you make cruel jokes about people who believe that kind of stuff. You're the skeptic. You gave me an hour-long lecture on homeopathy last month. What was it? If there's no proof, it's pure bullshit. Period.
Guess the laugh's on me then.
Al, come on! I mean, okay, maybe something weird happened to you, okay?
Well, thanks for the heartfelt vote of confidence.
All I'm saying is you gotta throw me a bone here, bestseller. What would you think if it was me? There's no way you should be going out at midnight with a gun.
No one asked you to come here, Barry. Either work with me on this or go straight back to New York. Your choice.
Okay. Oh, we're going back to the car. Oh. Alright, well, there's nothing over there. To the car! Alright. Boo. On to next scene.
That's just crazy talk, Al. Al, We should go to the sheriff or call the FBI.
Damn it, Barry, they'll kill her! This is not a goddamn debate, Barry. I'm going to Lover's Peak. He said to come alone.
Okay then. I understand. You're my best friend, and I'm worried that you're not right in the head. Tell me what to do to help, and I'll do it.
You stay here, and if I'm not back by morning, call the cavalry.
And maybe also get some tissues.
Just be careful with the natives, Al. These yokels are dangerous. Everybody hates a tourist, or it'll be Deliverance all over again.
Oh my god.
Bless you.
Right, you.
Oh, this place is trying to kill me. I bet there's mold in here, spores, poison ivy, God knows what. This is so not worth a 15% commission.
Wait, can I blind him?
You want to know where you can shove that flashlight?
Nice.
Lock the door when I leave.
Yep, you go ahead and do what you have to do. I'll be fine. Alone, but fine. In a cabin straight from a horror movie.
I almost not expected him to say that. There we go. That was great. Oh! Wait. Oh no, no, okay. I thought this was the same part that we were just in, but it isn't. Not quite. It's in a different part of the bloody, place anyway. Interesting. Switch lights.
Real
Oh.
funny, Al! Real funny! Thank you! I'll just sit here in the dark till you come back. Or until I get eaten by a grue.
Well, I could just be a complete jackass. Let's just turn off the lights. Screw him over. Huh. Wow. Wait, can I go out the other side? I don't even know if I tried. No, I can't. Poor Barry. He's just been abused since he showed up. So I have to watch out if I go into the forest. Right. God, I can knock over everything. This is great. Oh, there we go. Aha! Hey, coming over here was a good call. You have a hot tub? I can't jump over there, really. Is there anything? Nah, I don't look like it. This would have been a good place to hide something. I mean, it wouldn't have been very, hidden, but, you know. Could have been a good idea. No, nothing. Virtual hot tub stream. Alright, nothing. Shoot. I just go out of my way to check everything because I'm like, ooh, manuscript.
I'll wait here, Al. I'll hold down the fort. I'll be with you in spirit every step of the way, Al. Locking the door now.
Why does she sound so scared? Locking the door now. There's a manuscript page down here. Got me trusty revolver though. All's good. What's this? Barry doubts Wake's sanity. Well, we knew that.
Barry had never gotten along with Alice, but he knew Alan loved her with an almost frightening intensity. And now something had happened to Alice. And here was Al armed with a gun and saying things people got put in padded cells for. It was as if his friend had experienced a massive psychotic episode and was now totally disconnected from reality. It scared the shit out of Barry.
Understandably. Oh, there's nothing in there. Alright, wait. Oh, that's a window. Never mind. I thought it was like an emergency box sort of thing.
I knew I should have gone to the cops. This wasn't the smartest thing I'd ever done, but I was still angry with Barry for trying to talk me out of it. These people had called me right in the sheriff's station. The cops wouldn't scare them, and they had Alice.
Yeah, it's true. So there's some light. Goddamn birds. Seems they scared Alan more than they scared me. Nice try. Douche. I'll switch lights. Do I need to turn the lights on to pick this up? Oh, they're books. I thought it was revolver ammo. Never mind. Very nice. Right, what have we got here?
Welcome back to the show, folks. As promised, our very own Dr. Nelson has just parked his rear end in the studio. Doc, what's your Deerfest plan like?
My plan? You make it sound a lot more organized than I ever seem to manage. No plan, really. Just taking the atmosphere. I'm getting a little too rickety to do much more than that, you know.
Oh, tell me about it. No sack race for us older gentlemen, huh?
Yes, exactly, Pat. But I'm going to check out the parade, of course. And I'll be one of the pie contest judges, too.
Well, that takes a different kind of constitution.
Oh, yeah. It's my kind of exercise.
Now, Doc, seriously, you're in pretty good shape, though. You're the outdoors type. I know for a fact you're an avid fisherman.
That's right. Matter of fact, just caught a heck of a largemouth bass early this morning.
But you're not taking part in the fishing contest?
No, not this year. See, Pat, I'm just not that competitive anymore. Now I just like to take my time and enjoy the peace of it. It's no fun if I need to worry about what I'm catching, you know?
Considering your track record, the participants are probably pretty happy you feel that way.
Well, Pat, that's kind of you to say.
Alright. Oh. Oh, I thought that was going to be a secret. God, I'm obsessed. Oh, it leads down to a tire swing. Okay. Oh. It moves on its own. It's almost like it's windy. Okay, that was weird. The fact I ran into the tire and it was like an earthquake just happened. Sheesh. Is that something? No. But to be fair, running into the tire I thought it might have hurt. Very glad that didn't happen. Oh, the light went out. Okay, that's why it was being all like super spooky and stuff. Ah, it all makes sense. Yeah, I've never been very competitive, honestly. Which is probably a good thing. It might be the fact I've never been competitive due to the lack of multiplayer. I never had access to multiplayer games until I was 16, I think. Like, I didn't have good enough internet to do multiplayer stuff. So by that point I'd already, like, not really outgrown it, but didn't really interest me. Aw, nothing. It's empty. Bitch. Oh, there's no lights. There is a TV, though. What's this one, then? Shouldn't do that.
Crime and punishment.
How can I do this?
The cancer and cure of civilization. But
There we go.
some crimes are impossible to punish, especially in Night Springs. Episode. The Man in the Mirror.
Yeah. Popular Michael Jackson song?
He's inside, Agent. He's a weird one.
So, you're confessing to killing that guy, huh? Why?
And it coming?
Yeah, but why would you do that? I mean, you're a nice guy. Normal. Took a kid to a soccer game. So how come at the game, you pick a guy and, quoting from the arresting officer's report here, assault the victim's head area repeatedly with the weapon of choice being a pair of bare fists? Wow, that sentence really flows, huh? Maybe you're not the literary type. Okay, so you mess him up. But why? Who was that guy? We couldn't ID him. Why would a guy like you do him like that?
I didn't like his face.
Well, you must have hated it, because you really went to town there. I mean, there's no way to tell what he looked like. No ID on him either.
That must be difficult.
But then we ran the fingerprints. Got a match. Your prints. Identical.
Huh, how about that?
Ew.
Your son said you were wearing a white shirt when you took him to the game. With the white shirt is on the dead guy.
It's plenty red now.
You won't get away with this.
Do you really think that's in any way relevant to me? I had plenty of time to talk to my boy before the cops arrived, you know? He won't stop screaming, am I right? You think he's ever gonna be okay? I left my mark. Believe me.
You bastard.
What? You gonna shoot me? What's the point? I'm going to prison. You got me.
I don't understand any of this.
And you never will.
What the fuck are these camera angles?
Maybe you see me again, Agent. Maybe in the mirror.
Everything? I didn't know if I was going to give like a nice recap or something. Oh no, it's not that I didn't have good enough internet to play multiplayer games. I literally couldn't do multiplayer games. Like, the internet I had access to was basically the equivalent of dial-up. It was essentially like a mobile network dongle that I could plug into my computer, and it would give me very crappy internet, but it worked. But then I got broadband a couple years later, I think. Manuscript page. But even now that I have good enough internet, I just don't really care about multiplayer.
The air
Rusty
in the
dying?
visitor center was heavy
What?
with an awful smell, as if some rotten drowned thing had crawled up from its grave. Rusty kept coughing blood. My eyes were drawn to the twisted shape of his broken leg. The attack had been vicious. Max whined in his cage. Rusty's eyes were wild with fear and terror. He gasped. "Mr. Wake, it happened just the way it was on that page."
Jesus. Poor guy. Not Rusty. Oh, there, I can go up here. Woo! Is there anything you think? Oh, nice, it's a manuscript page. Oh, it's totally worth it then. What's this one gonna spoil? That Alice is also dead? Rose and Rusty. Whoa! Holy shit, there's a lot of pages. Yeah, I'm definitely not getting all of them.
Rose knew that Rusty was in love with her, and she liked him too. She liked him a lot. He taught her to dance, and life had certainly taught her the value of a man who was gentle. He treated her well, made her smile, made her feel good. But Rusty wasn't the prince of her dreams, and that tended to underline the unbearable truth. She was no closer to that Hollywood magic than he was.
Doesn't Rose have a thing for Alan too? I mean, one of the manuscript pages we picked up earlier mentioned that Rose... mentioned something about Rose. But I forget the details exactly. Oh, the light's gonna start going out again. Whoosh. No! What? Now they will. Oh boy. Whoa!
The vision left me
Oh boy.
weak. This was no hidden.
Oh. Yeah, I know you say that, but it still spoils what's coming up. It makes me just not want to read them. I mean, I'm still going to, it's just like... you know. Then again, it is a horror. Not really that surprising. In horror games, everybody dies. But they want you to know. Yeah, I know, but it still sucks.
The visitor center was sturdy, but the impact turned the front of the building into splinters. Rusty was thrown across the lobby like a rag doll and hit the far wall hard. It didn't hurt until he tried to move and saw his leg bend the wrong way, felt the broken ribs stabbing him on the inside. Rusty howled in pain and fear, suddenly afraid to die alone.
Help!
The ranger's office was locked. I'd need a key to get in.
Ah, the key that I'll get from Rusty. Oh god, Rusty does sound pretty messed up. Oh, there he is. Holy shit.
Hey, please help me.
Wait, are we back? Oh, we are. We're back here.
I'm here. I'm hurt.
Jesus, no kidding.
Mr. Wake?
Oh, hell.
It happened just the way it was on that page. I found. Came true. It knew. So dark. It'll come back for me. You must... The lights. In the office. I have the key.
Okay, Rusty. Hang on. I'll be right back.
Oh, he's gonna be dead by the time I get back.
Whatever did this couldn't be far. Rusty had found a page from the manuscript. It would help me understand what had happened.
So if you're addicted to Morrowind, you gotta be worried that every gamer's gonna laugh at you for playing such an old game. You're talking to the wrong person about stuff like that. I quite regularly play games that are like 20 years old. This game's 10 years old.
A presence. So dark.
You just don't care what people think. End of the day, a good game's a good game, regardless of when it came out.
Rusty was safe was to get the power running and the lights back on.
And Morrowind's probably the best Elder Scrolls game there is. It's very janky, but it's still really good. Manuscript page!
At the last instant, I changed direction and threw myself down. The axe splintered the trunk of a tree. I stumbled into the pool of bright light. My lungs burned. I was too exhausted to move. I tensed as I waited for the killing blow, but it never came. I raised my head. Nothing moved in the darkness beyond. For the moment, bathed in the cold light, I was safe.
Yeah, basically. You'll never know what's coming. Oh.
Too late.
No.
Someone had destroyed the circuit breaker. There was no way to get the lights back on.
Rusty!
Oh, he is boned.
Ground was covered with glowing patches that looked like liquid darkness.
Oh. Do these form into people? Boop. Oh my god. Oh no 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 no. Ah. There we go. Oh, are you kidding? Crap. Come on. There we go. Nice. Where the hell did they come from? I feel like I can just dissolve the darkness. So where's Rusty? Aside from dead? I mean, that's fairly obvious, but he's around here somewhere. But Morrowind's actually a game I do want to cover at some point. It's just, it's a very long game. It's the only issue I have with it. But I'd be playing it on the Series X, weirdly enough. Holy shit. Because it does actually benefit from the increased loading times. It might not look as good as the PC version, but... Oh no, Max! I didn't even realise.
Fishing is only permitted for those prisoners who purchase a park fishing license.
Okay. Woo!
At all times.
At all times.
Rusty, no! Never.
Rusty, no! What the hell? Ew. Nice. Holy crap, he's speedy. Meow, meow. Shit. The shifting voice is actually really cool. Now Rusty's gonna have gone missing. Like, Mr. Wake, you were the last person to see him. Nope. Don't know what you're talking about. Oh shit, hi. Not you, bitch. If only I was a little quicker. Ah, fuck it, give me a battery. It only half fills it. Well, these batteries suck. Yeah, they're no energizers, that's for sure. Hold up. Oh, it's still full. Okay. I always hate when games... It never seems to be consistent in games, whenever you reload, it either takes away from your total ammo count, or sometimes you reload and it doesn't take away from your total ammo count. I really wish that was consistent. Like, just one of those things that it either does it one way or the other. I'm not fussed either way, it just sucks when they change. Or how it constantly changes. Oh, I can't go over there. What's that, Max? Did he just take down the forest? Oh. So there's a checkpoint. I could end the session here, but... Yeah, I think I will actually. I know this is kind of a crappy place to end because it's in the middle of an episode, but it's all good. I'll be back with more of this later today. I might go for longer than normal. But I don't actually know how long this game is. According to How Long to Beat, it's between 10 and 20 hours, or also 10 and 15. But I don't know if that includes the DLC or not. Guess we'll find out. Either way, that is going to be the end of this session. Thank you so much for watching, I hope you have enjoyed, and until next time, take care.